Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fan Mail Friday. And today we have about 10 packages to open up for you guys. This is the next to last Fan Mail Friday. We'll be concluding this series next Friday. It'll be the final one. We've been doing this for about a year, and I feel like it's time to kind of vary the content up a little bit and change things up. So this will be the next to last one. We're going to start with Slab Company. Slab Company. I thought this might have been kind of a promotional thing, maybe a partnership thing, so I pre-opened it and snipped it up already, and it's not. I thought maybe it was like a graded card of the month thing. I'll have to check that out, Mark. I haven't checked email in a couple days, but I will look into it. Cameron, hello from Australia. How's it going? All right, inside here we have looks like 3 team bags, and we have a note. Let me make sure there's no address. Yep, Jason, this is the next to last one. Let's see what we've got coming up. I'm just going to check this out. Make sure there's no address in here. It's like a sticky note. All right, so this says, thank you for keeping the hobby alive. Your YouTube videos are amazing. Here are a wide variety of cards I had sitting around. Please do as you wish with them. Personally, I collect anything Pirates and Padres. Keep doing what you do. Tanner from the Slab Company. Please shout out my Instagram. Looks like it's slab with a 1 in it instead of an L. So S1ab.co is the Instagram. Let's check this out. Thank you very much. Slab Company, really appreciate it. We've got in the first bag, we've got a team bag of Pirates and maybe Padres. I think that's what he said he collected. There's a nice Lindor. That's a nice one. There's a nice Dakota Hudson. And then we have Aaron Judge. Justin M with the Super Chat says, bought a pack of Optic and got a Kevin Newman rookie signature. Go Buccos. Justin, that's not a bad one at all. Thank you very much for the Super Chat. Make sure you check out Justin's channel. I think I saw another one, Personal Stuff, with the 99-cent Super Chat. Personal Stuff. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. JD Martinez, Yellow, Mookie Betts, Ramon Laureano, rookie card, Jake Lamb, Sepia, Corey Knable, Jeffress, and Gleyber Torres. It'd be kind of a nice matchup between the Yankees and the Astros. Coming up, I think tomorrow they start. Garrett Cole stepped up for the Stros. Looks like Tyler Glasnow was tipping his pitches there in the first inning. I don't know if you saw the breakdown from John Boy Media, but apparently he was, when he came set, he had lower hands for a curveball, higher hands for a fastball, and they were all over it. That's the nice Michael Kopech. And Tom A says, it's going to be sad to see FMF go. Tom, thank you very much for that. Make sure you check out Tom's channel, everybody. I really appreciate that. Yeah, there's just been so many troll packages recently, and there's been some ones that have been really, really nasty that you guys haven't seen. Sometimes I can kind of tell if it's a troll package. It'll come from like an address, or there won't be an address on it, and I will kind of be like, this is kind of weird, so I'll open up ahead of time. But I've been sent everything from death threats to crap, literally crap, like feces in the mail. And I obviously, didn't open that on camera. Also was sent a glitter bomb, so that one didn't go on camera. So all you trolls that spent a lot of time trying to get a reaction, whatever, sorry that, it never made it through the filter there, and I was able to kind of pick up on it ahead of time. Austin Farmer says, sick, but going to the Yankees game tomorrow. Austin, I hope you feel better, man. That should be a good one for sure. I got to take the Astros probably in 6, I'm thinking. Astros in 6. That's my call. I know you don't want to hear that, but I don't know. That was kind of like my pick at the beginning of the season, I think. So I think Garrett Cole was going to be unstoppable this postseason. Anyway, this next one is from Michael Hendricks Jr. Michael Hendricks Jr. Lamon, I'll have to check it out. I haven't been on Patreon either. Every day is just really busy during the week. with school and everything. All right, inside here we have, this is, by the way, from Michael Hendricks. And the mess of things says, well, now I have my work cut out for me to get an important, to me, letter done and sent in time to be part of the series. Wish me luck. A mess of things, thank you so much. DC fan Chris, yes, we're going to put that aside. Shout out to you, Astros fan. And inside here we have a, it's an eBay thing here. So sorry about that. We have an eBay return, missing parts or pieces. Looks like, all right, eBay return. Next up, we have, this is from Tim. So Tim G. Tim G, you're up. Tim G. Let's see what we've got in here. 357 Maga says, why are people being so mean to you? You're the best YouTube channel and got most of us back into the hobby. Please don't quit your channel, 357 Maga. Thank you very much. Just stopping Fan Mail Friday. Been kind of talking about it for a while with my brother. I think he's also stopping his. I'm pretty sure that tonight is his last Fan Mail Friday. I don't know if he's going live or if he's doing just a standard one. Let's get this box open from Tim. All right, inside we have we got some hot corner boxes. Very, very nice. Oh, you know what? This is an eBay purchase. Sorry again about that. I purchased these off of eBay. I've been trying to buy these up for a little while, just because I'm having trouble finding them out at Target and places like this. But the hot corner boxes are pretty hot now because there are possibly Topps Series 2 from 2018 and also Topps Update from 2018 in these, as they were made like in March. So those are pretty hot releases right now. So I've been trying to buy a bunch of these. They're like listed for like $35 a piece on eBay nowadays. I'd like to do a break on those one of these days. So that's an eBay purchase. I'm just trying to accumulate some of those for maybe a future break. And Tom A says, what are you breaking next week? Tom, thank you very much. Tom, next week, I will be breaking Topps Gold Label. Unfortunately, Topps Update has been pushed back, so it's not coming out next week. So it's just going to be Topps Gold Label. I don't know how far back it's going to be pushed, but we shall see. And a mess of things says, it'll be sad to see the series end. Hopefully you'll find a way to still include some good mail in some of your videos. A mess of things, definitely, man. My brother and I were talking about that, and we were thinking about maybe doing maybe like a fan mail monthly and just recapping some of the cooler things that people donated, maybe like once a month or so. Kind of weeding out all the Sabos and Wathans and all that kind of stuff. And Diesel Bubs says, wait, Jabs, today is October 11th. It's my birthday, Diesel Bubs. Happy birthday to you, man. That's really awesome. When's Topps Gallery coming out? Usually it's in the fall, like November or December. Check out Cardboard Connection. It's always on there. All right, next up we have a package from Dream Big Productions. Brian Versetti, how's it going? That's one of my students. I think you won your review game today. Jennifer, how's it going? And Dream Big has a channel. Let's see. Dragon Fan says, with all the technology we have, and so does the post office, and the smell of crap would have tipped off the post office. Hey, this box is full of crap. Also, it's my birthday too. Dragon Fan Tim, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that. It was sent inside of Tupperware, and it said scented candle on the outside, which was another kind of like tip off, like, what the heck is this? So I think they tried to, like, if a postal officer thought it was kind of fishy, they would, oh, that's just a candle. Nothing wrong with it. 357 Maga says, did you see the update checklist thoughts? Not yet, 357 Maga. I have not yet gotten around to like listing all the team breaks, so I haven't looked at that. Probably this weekend. It's pushed back. I don't know how long. Hopefully it's just going to be a week, but we shall see. And a mess of things says, on the flip side, it'll be a lot easier for me to make money on Friday nights without this appointment TV to watch. A mess of things. Thank you very much. We'll still be back doing just maybe other things. I'd like to start maybe doing like, oh, it's a coin that just rolled out of here. There's a coin from Dream Big Productions. And let's see what it is. It looks like maybe some sort of token. It says ship on it. Flea Market Fridays wouldn't be bad. Flashback Fridays. Oh, J&W, I have your tracking number. I'll have to give it to you. I unfortunately wasn't able to get it out today. The box is sitting right here. It's I don't know if you want it or not. 941080969993 There's a big crash on the turnpike on the way home, so I was going to come back and go to the post office, but I wasn't able to. Big crash on the turnpike. Took me an extra like 45 minutes to get home. I had to take a different route, but it'll go out tomorrow for sure, 100%. Let's see what we got here. So from Dream Big, it says, here's a vintage ship game machine slot token for your wonderful collection. Dream Big Productions, thank you very much. I think I'm going to actually give that to my brother because my brother is kind of more into like the slot video game machines and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that my brother would like that. And I'll give that to him. I know he's got a whole collection of stuff that you've sent him. So I'll probably just forward that on to him. Brian says, you should be proud of me. I won my game and knew none of the words. Yep. That was pretty impressive. Missing school and missing the list of words and everything, and then coming back and helping your team win the game. Tom says, so should I cancel the Wathen t-shirt? Oh, man. That's pretty crazy. If you can get your money back, you could do that if you want to. I mean, if you want me to include it on Fan Mail Monthly, if we do that as a once a month, like doing the highlights, maybe you could still send it. Autistic Family Collectible says, you're such a good brother, giving that to John. Yeah, I'm sure John will definitely be interested in that. He's got a whole collection of that stuff. Mr. K next week this is the next to last one. All right, so there's no return address on this one. It also says postage due. Let's see what we've got here. We've got a bunch of cards here. And it's from Mikey. It says, hello, this is my first time writing to you. I love collecting cards, especially older cards. My favorite player is Fernando Tatis Jr. I know this is a lot to ask you, especially when I couldn't really give you anything because I don't have anything good. Is there a way you could send me an old wax box because I love old cards and a Griffey Jr. rookie card? I feel bad for asking so much. I'm really sorry for asking that. By the way, I'm 11 and started collecting. I hope the best for you and Olivia. I have a lot of Pokemon cards, so next time I can send her some good ones. Thank you. By the way, these are my best cards from Mikey. I have a YouTube channel called Crimson Helix, and you have 1,000 subs. So Denny Walling, 1988 tops. But I can tell you what, I'll put your letter aside and I'll get you some packs. I don't think I'll be able to send you a wax box because, you know, that's like, I don't know. Those are pretty expensive to ship but I really appreciate the gesture here. All right, so a mess of things says, last week got on one of your kids, and there was a 45-minute infomercial. Second time YouTube has done that to me. Is ad-free viewing for members an option you have in settings? I'll have to look into that and see if members can opt out of commercials, but a 45-minute one, that's pretty long. You can just skip. By all means, you should be able to skip. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and if there was something that came up 45 minutes, I would definitely be hitting the skip button. Anything longer than like 30 seconds, I skip anyway. Honest Reviews, how's it going? Inside here, we have some 88 Topps card, a Buster Posey, and David E. says, going to miss FMF, but looking forward to seeing what's next for the channel. Excited for Chantilly on Sunday, but can't find anything for Ozzy to sign. You think anyone that sells MLB baseballs there? And David, maybe I'll bring some of my MLB baseballs down, and if I see you, I will give you one for free. I have like 6,000, so I'll try to pick out a nice clean one if I remember to toss a couple in my backpack. So we've got Freeland and Mr. Red, Laureano, some chrome cards there. Unfortunately, the corners got all banged up on there a little bit because they weren't in top loaders. There's an auto from like Scott Bryant from a while ago, and Jeff McNeil. That's the best one in there. Rated rookie. That's a nice one. So yeah, if you're ever going to send something, by the way, make sure that you definitely, if you're sending more than like 4 cards, always try to put a few extra stamps on there. Otherwise, the recipient has to pay the postage. I didn't mind doing that. So, Mikey, thank you very much. Send a few packs your way. And a $20 super chat from BITG. It says, all those antique malls in Adamstown and reading nothing there. Yeah, man. My brother and I went out there for a weekend, and it was absolutely awful. Mud Dog, how's it going, man? Good to see you back here again. And it says, anyway, I'm sending out the Upper Deck Miners Jeter and Jordan box for a future TBT tomorrow to your P.O. box. By the way, still time to enter for the 55 mantle. So BITG, thank you very much. Make sure you guys check out Back in the Game. He's got a great channel over there doing breaks all the time. And he's giving away a 55 mantle. And then a mess of things says, an ad on one of your vids, typos. Jeez. A mess of things, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know why they put a 45-minute ad and they force you to watch it. That's pretty crazy. I would have clicked off the video, or I would have maybe like refreshed and tried to reload the video and maybe get a different ad. That's pretty ridiculous. Should only be about 10 seconds, 12 seconds of ads. All right, our next one came, this one actually came back to me. So if you're watching right now, get a hold of me. Patrick Mattern, your address is wrong, I guess, or typed in wrong. I don't know if this was a, this might be a Patreon purchase, not exactly sure, but just so you know, your package did come back to me. Chuck Chicago says, hit the like button for Eric. Cold here in Texas. Not too bad here. It's, I don't know, about 60 degrees right now. And yeah, we did do a video, BITG in Adamstown. They had one good place there. I think it was called like Reininger's or something like that. I think that was the only place. There were so many antique stores, and pretty much all of them just had, you know, for our intents and purposes, just kind of like crap. All right, let's see. We've got one now from Derek H. This is kind of a big one, so I can't really fit it on the screen. Derek H. It's a giant package, and it's from Canada, so you can see what's in here. There's used clothing inside of here from Derek. And it's a gift. So used clothing, maybe it's, I don't know, a game-used jersey or baseball shirt. All the way from Canada. I'm going to have to open this off the screen because I only have a small space on my camera set up there. It's not going to really fit on the screen. Might be a Waffen jersey. That could always be the case. A lot of tape on this, so you're gonna have to give me a second here to get this open. Tom A says, can't wait to get my Cliff Lee. Tom, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I'll toss your Cliff Lee in your next Patreon package. Make sure you guys check out Tom A's channel there. Man, this is a tough one to open. All right, inside, we do have used clothing. This is pretty awesome. It's not a troll package. It's a really cool package here. Let's check it out here in a second. It says, greetings. Here we go. I'll put that on the screen. There's also some money in there. And I'll show you the thing that's inside the box after we read through this. I have been to Williamsport, Justin. I've been to the home of the Crosscutters. Forget the name of the field. It's named after some bank. I went there for the, what was it? The Little League Classic. So it says, greetings from Canada. Once again, I continue to enjoy your videos while going through and downsizing my card collection. However, this week, the baseball downsizing theme began to spread to other areas of my home, such as my bedroom closet. It's time to downsize on a special item, and I've sent it to you this Fan Mail Friday. This jacket, well, you know what it is. It is a jacket. Let me show it to you. Before we totally spoil the... You Dodgers fans out there will definitely enjoy that. It's a jacket. So now let's read a little more about the jacket. A mess of things says, glitter, way to destroy a card collection, losers. Now we're out of focus. What happened there? Thank you very much, a mess of things. Yeah, I got a glitter bomb once before. That was a fun mess to clean up. Again, luckily, a couple of these were a few months ago, and I wasn't doing them live or, was sniffing them out ahead of time. All right, so it says, It's time to downsize on a special item that I've sent to you this fan mail Friday. This jacket has some history, and I hope you don't mind me telling it. In my last letter to you sent a few months back, I mentioned that I was involved with the Canadian icon Terry Fox, whose foundation raised over $750 million for cancer research since this marathon of hope ended in 1980. I was also involved with wheel athlete Rick Hansen's Man in Motion World Tour from 85 to 87. Rick's incredible global effort to wheelchair around the world was equally as successful in raising millions for spinal cord research and was the major Canadian news story in 1987. Soon after Rick completed his global journey, a major fundraising dinner was held in support of it in Vancouver in late fall of 1987, and Tommy Lasorda came to Vancouver and appeared as a special after-dinner speaker. To my surprise, I was invited to attend this dinner and was delighted to meet Tommy. He gave a wonderful, entertaining talk about his experiences playing and traveling Canada. The spinal cord injury suffered by his former teammate Roy Campanella made his interest in our efforts personal. At the end of his speech, he asked me and two other members of Rick's team to come up and receive a gift from the Dodgers. Things went great for Tommy for less than a year after the Dodgers won the World Series, the Kirk Gibson home run of 1988, Game 1 against Eckersley, their last World Championship at the time of writing this, and still their last one, just because, the Dodgers just got eliminated by the Nationals. The Dodgers had two types of team jackets back then, a heavy for cold weather and a light for warmer temps. This one is the latter. Soon after, my gut grew, so it's only been worn for some photos, but I had it cleaned anyway to remove the years of dust hanging in the closet. The current team jackets now have changed, going away from the shiny satin look of this one. I think it has acquired a cool kind of retro coolness. Please feel free to offer it as a prize, a giveaway, or a fan mail Friday as the Dodgers drive to finally capture their series, whatever you decide. TJCC with a super chat that just popped up says, I pulled a Harper and Arenado so far. Update week. Keep it up, man. TJ, I don't know if you know this, but update's been pressed back. So you're going to have to kind of elongate your series. We don't know when update's coming out, but I got an email from my card guy that sells me all the cases, said it's been pushed back. It says, in the inner pocket, you'll find some funds to assist with delivery to a new potential owner, which looks like we have right here. That's very, very kind of you. So we're going to give away this Dodgers jacket. It says, I'm a big APBA fan going back to my high school days in the 70s. I watched a receipt of some ABPA cards 2 weeks ago and was a little surprised that you haven't been exposed to the game's cards before. The ABPA game was based in Lancaster for 61 years. It moved to Alpharetta, Georgia 8 years ago. I used this game in conjunction with my regular baseball cards, putting a face and image to a name, improving the gameplay experience. Goes on to say, stat keeping improved my high school math skills, and game playing developed a fast visual data retrieving ability that helped me land an important job in my 20s. Please don't send me regular baseball cards as a thank you for the jacket. However, you may show my address below and mention if there's any viewers who would like to send me their old ABPA baseball cards, I can put them to use. I've got some friends who are math teachers in the junior high who are using the game to teach record and stat keeping while calculating percentages for league leaders, just like some Texas and Florida teachers did a while ago. So if you have those ABPA cards, there's the address from Derek. If you'd like to donate them, he will put them to use. I wish I still had mine. I actually sent all of mine off because I didn't understand the game. So somebody bought something that had a bunch of extra space in a flat rate box. So I just threw them all in there. So I don't have them anymore. I was confused by the game, but we got some trivia questions. All right, so it says, trivia question, what two things do these 7 former MLB players all have in common in regard to their playing career? Gary Carter, Tommy Lasorda, Eric Gagne, Pedro Martinez, Rocky Nelson, Jackie Robinson, and Tim Wallach. What do they all have in common regarding their playing career? Well, all former... Did Wallach play in the Dodgers? What do you guys think? Carter was a Dodger, Lasorda a Dodger, Gagne a Dodger, Pedro Campos was a Dodger. Pretty sure they're all Dodgers. I don't recognize Rocky Nelson. Trivia answer is hidden underneath. They all started their careers. They all at one time or another played for the Dodgers and are members of the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. So I got the Dodgers part right. I don't know if you guys got it or not, but the second part is they're all members of the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. That's pretty awesome. Lasorda and Robinson played for the Montreal Royals, and then got the Expos for These are all Canadian players. Gagne and Nelson, Canadian born. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you very, very much for the jacket. This is pretty awesome. It is going to be a giveaway here. It's an extra large. Yeah, Pedro was a Dodger. If you remember his like 92 Upper Deck card or his 93 Topps card, he actually came up as a Dodger before being traded over the Expos. This is really, really nice. So we'll give this away on the channel for a prize thanks to Derek. And once again, if you have some ABPA cards, once again, there's his address. Derek, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that. All right, next up we have let's get this off the screen. Richard, glad to have you here, man. Thank you very much for watching. Put this over here. All right, this one is from Steve. Mud Dog, thanks, man. If you're heading off, thanks for stopping in, and feel free to come back anytime. We love to have you here. This is from Steve R. Let's check out what Steve has sent. All right, inside we have a bunch of bags, so I guess we'll take those out. And we have a note here, which I guess I'll try to get everything to fit on the screen. We'll read the note and start pulling the stuff out of here. It says, my name is Steve R, and I love your streams. Before I get into what I'm sending you and why, let me start with the following. I started collecting when I got a box of 83 Topps wax packs for my 12th birthday from my parents. It was a dream come true. My favorite players were and still are Cal Ripken, Mike Schmidt, and Roberto Clemente. The items I sent to you serve many purposes. For your PC, I give you cards from 2 people I went to high school with. That's pretty awesome. And they're labeled as such. There's an unopened football box to open live and sell off as the label indicates. I have 2 hits for Linda W. She is one of my favorite buy-ins and people I root for. That's pretty awesome. Keep Linda in your prayers, by the way, guys. There's been a passing in her family, so if we don't see her around here for a while, just keep her and her family in your prayers. The figure is for your brother's PC. 1 card for the next auction for Jesus, and the rest, oh yeah, Jesus, my student. Yeah, good old Jesus, if you're still here, we had an auction, and I auctioned off maybe like 50 to 60 cards, and 8 people paid. And Jesus was one of my students. He gave me a card to auction off, and it ended up going to a troll bidder that never paid. It says, the rest you can do anything you want with. There are many from non-baseball products, but I trust you to do with them what you feel right. Patreon, your PC, your kids, even John. And page 2 is next. Please read it first and then share as you see fit. Cooperstown Bound says, hey, Eric, new member of as of today. Thank you very much, Cooperstown. My son and I absolutely love your channel. Can't wait to see what's next. You inspired us to start our own channel, and we're looking for our first subs. So if you'd like to be Cooperstown Bound's first sub ever, click on that super chat and click go to channel and try to be the very first subscriber to Cooperstown Bound and get them started. Thank you very much, Cooperstown. All right, so let's see what we have here. He said, I don't know if this is supposed to be read on camera or off camera. Please read it first and then share as you see fit. Well, let's check out what we have, and then we'll read it, because there's some, I think there's some stuff for you guys. All right, we've got South American Bootleg Error Card figure, which is... What is this? I just see this inside there. Dontrell Willis, 2002 E-Topps card. That's interesting. I haven't seen those before. I wasn't around in the E-Topps era. I was not collecting back then, and this must be it. Linda W. Hit auto insert. So this is the Dontrell Willis for Linda. We'll put that in her pile. Linda's got... I sent her Bowman Chrome break yesterday, but I still need to get her minors out to her, so I'll put that right there. Next up we have a little bag here of something. I think this might be Pokemon cards. Try to get this to fit a little bit better on the screen. Box flap keeps trying to push my hand out of the way. Okay, these are soft sleeves. These are kind of like Pokemon soft sleeves, I guess. We can put those to use. We have a Star Wars, The Power of the Force from Luke Skywalker. Who's this for? Did it say? For my brother, maybe? I'm not sure about that one. My brother might like that. He likes all things 80s. And then we have a football, NFL football. It says live break, $10 per corner, 3 different Favre rookie cards possible. This is 1991 Team NFL Football. I don't know anything at all about football. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for donating a box for a break. Honest Review says that box is sick. I don't know anything about it. So if you guys would be into that, we could maybe, who knows, maybe we'll start Football Fridays and start doing a football break on Friday. If anyone watches that. Auction for Jesus. It is a 1982 highlight Pete Rose card. That's pretty awesome. And we have some football cards here of guys that I don't know who they are because I don't follow football. We got Brashard Perryman and Tony Lepet, or I don't even know if I'm saying that, and Javon Walker. And there's just a couple more things down there at the bottom. I'll put those in there. Let's see what we've got. Star Wars, that's pretty cool. That could be for my kids. My kids love Legos, especially my son. My son's a Lego guy. He'll definitely put those to use. And he won't probably build the Star Wars thing. He'll probably just build his own little crafts. Thank you very much. And we've got Dean Dingman. I graduated high school with him and went to college until he was drafted. Jeremy Kendall, that's pretty cool. Like that one a lot. And graduated my high school 2 years before me, Dean Dingman. It's pretty awesome that you graduated high school with someone that made pro sport. And Tom A says, I'll pay $40 for the box right now. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I would definitely, probably just give that to you, Tom. But unfortunately, it looks like he wants them to be done as a live break here on the channel. We'll have to try that out. And I guess Tom will put them on Patreon, so you can definitely grab a stack on there. I don't know how many people are going to even be interested in football, just because I feel like most of my channel is baseball card fans. Let's see. Then we have Julio Rodriguez, J-Rod. That's a nice one from the Mariners. A Pack a Day says, hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. I hope you guys are having a great Friday as well. I didn't know that box was so good. I probably have seen that box at the flea market before and just totally passed it by. Not even thinking. Keston here, a nice mojo from Bowman. Here's a Brett Favre Pro Set PSA 8 from the Falcons. I guess he's a Hall of Famer, isn't he? I'm not exactly sure. The Legend of Kiss. I'll have to give these to my brother. My brother would probably enjoy those. We got some sports packs here from football and basketball. We got a 90 Upper Deck pack and Linda W. hit numbered Santiago Castilla. That's a Topps vintage stock. Let's put that in Linda's pile. So thank you so much for all that stuff. That was very nice of you, Steve. Now, your other note says, now for my purpose in meeting, I have no kids but have several family members and even more friends who are cancer survivors. I work for the University of Kansas Health System after I moved here in early January 2002 from Wisconsin and donate monthly to the pediatric cancer unit here at the hospital and would love donations from them or for them for any willing members. I am a sub of yours and John's, but can't afford a Patreon membership or paid YouTube membership. But I love both your vids. That's okay, man. I'm just glad that you are watching. Really appreciate that. I take cards to the kids and just love when they light up and smile. And I'm even more touched when a few ask me to stay while I open the package I give them, and then they want info or history on what they just got. That's pretty awesome. If people that also watch YouTube want to donate, please share my address often in upcoming weeks and months as Christmas is coming and it gets expensive. Goes on to say, I will take all of your Wathan cards for them as we are in Kansas and the biggest things in demand are Royals, Chiefs, and non-sports. So there you go. All you guys have been putting aside Wathan cards to send me. Send to Steve here. says also Dave Dravecky cards. They seem to know him in his battles with cancer while pitching. In fact, Dave Dravecky had to have his pitching arm amputated. They love opening packs, but I take all singles and envelope them as well. I had good cards from my PC in each pack, so as not to disappoint. 357 Magus says, maybe I misunderstood. Update doesn't come out next Wednesday. Yeah, 357. It is pushed back. Usually on Fridays, I pay up for my cases for the following week, and I got my message today saying that update is pushed back until further notice. I said, that's terrible. Is Gold Label still on? They said yes. So Gold Label looks like only next week. And Tom A says, I just took my kid to see a cardiologist at that hospital about 2 weeks ago. Tom, thank you very much. Small world, huh? Hope that your kid is doing okay. I know that's always scary to have to take your kid in for something like that. We had to take Olivia into the hospital when she was like 4. She had like a heart murmur. She had to go get checked out, and they just said she'll be okay. Just, keep an eye on her, make sure if she's doing physical stuff like running around, keep an eye on her and stuff. But prayers got to Tom A's child there. I hope everything's going okay with that. It also says, if anyone would like to donate to my PC, I collect mainly Milwaukee Braves, Brewers, and Green Bay Packers. We get kids here from all over the country and even the world. Last summer, we had a boy from England here, made national news even. It was hard finding anything for him, but I had a set of E-Top soccer that he loved. And it goes on to say, I would love to post some videos, but the health system here is especially HIPAA regulations forbid it. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, it'd be pretty cool to show, like, you giving, some cards to a kid and whatever. And I guess even if you get permission from the parents, I guess the hospital wouldn't allow that. I was kind of running through the back of my mind as I was reading the note. So it says, I started this back home in the early 1990s, and I remember the first item I gave to a little boy in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. It was a Jerome Walton starting lineup, and he loved it, and his mom started to tear up. I was hooked. A Mess of Things says, more time to let prices rise. Something fishy. Yeah, really a mess of things. He's talked about Topps update from 2019 being pushed back. Really, really disappointed with Topps. They're pushing back Topps update. I don't know how long. I can just tell you it was supposed to come out this Wednesday, and now it's not. So when I get information from my dealer, I will pass it on to you guys. First thing that I hear. It says, anyway, anything is welcome and nothing's expected, at least prayers for the kids and families. Any donations that you want to send in, you can send to Steve. It says regular mail, please. No signature is required, and there is all of his information. So, Steve, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. And Austin B with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Austin. Make sure you check out Austin. And, yeah, the checklist is out for update. It's on Cardboard Connection, or so I've heard. Justin says, can we purchase update from you? I'll tell you what, Justin, if you're on the $26 tier, I'm going to try to pick up a bunch of packs of update, and I'm going to throw a pack in there to all of you guys on the 26 and up tier. I'm hoping that I can track down a bunch of packs. Oh, sorry about that, J&W. Okay, I'll do that. All right, next up, we've got a couple more. Here's another one that came back to me. This one is to, just so you know, Jonathan S. Jonathan S., your package came back to me. Insufficient address, unable to forward. So, Jonathan, I know you're in some breaks from time to time. So, I'm thinking this is either a break or your last Patreon package. Probably a Patreon package since I mailed it out right before the end of the month. So, Jonathan, what I'll do is I'll compare the addresses. And I think you're in the Bowman Chrome break, which I'm working on sending out right now. Got about 50% of that sent out. I'll just take this and put it in there and send it along to you. Sorry that got bounced back to me. Check out your Patreon address and update it. Tom says, does that mean the 100 level will get a few packs of update? Yeah, Tom, for sure. I'll definitely try to throw some in. I tried to buy you guys. I think some of you guys might have come across some hanger packs last week, if you got it last week. And Austin B with a 99-cent super chat. Thank you very much, Austin. Shout out to John Watson again, and shout out to your cat, Randall. Hi, Randall. How's it going? We got another giant package coming up here. So this is going to have to be probably, I don't know, opened off camera again. It's going to be kind of tough. But it's a large flat rate. It's from Tim Wong, Tim W. David, how's it going, man? Jack, I sell them on my Patreon page, and then if there's anything left over after the Patreons get first dibs, I will put them for sale on YouTube in the community description usually. The next break that we're going to have is Gold Label on Wednesday, so we'll be live again on Wednesday, but I don't really think I have anything until then, so I'll be taking like 5 days off here. All right. Whoa, Tim. It's a big old box of cards. That's interesting. Here's what we got inside here. I definitely heard some stuff moving around in there. We got a big old box. Evan says, thanks for the vid. I'm so happy to see you after a long day. I'm a hospice nurse. Evan, thank you very much for that super chat. That might get to be a tough job from time to time, but hopefully this could take your mind off it a little bit. So lots of cards here. Let's kind of get a sample of what we have. Cards not in top loaders, unfortunately, are a little bit damaged, but luckily there's some in top loaders here, which are going to be okay. As you can see, all the ones that aren't top loaders have dinged up corners and are warped from being jostled about by the USPS. Tino Martinez rookie card along with Robin Chora. Those are those still in okay shape? The corners are dinged up, but still pretty cool. If you're ever going to send anything like this, I would suggest if you have loose cards such as these, I would just get like a 500 count box. They fit really nicely in these flat rate boxes. 500 count box, just put all the ones without sleeves in there, and that will keep them nice and safe. There's some nice ones in there like 1980. Oh, it's not. It's one of those iconic cards. All right, so we got a Daisuke Matsuzaka. That's pretty cool. He was, and we got Roger Clemens. So it looks like 1952 Topps design. Looks like Tim might have been a Red Sox fan. I don't think I'm going to probably go through all these. We'll just kind of get a general feeling of what's in here. Then we'll move on to our next package. Hey, Mighty Goat is here, man. Guys, you got to check out Mighty Goat's channel. Make sure you go and sub over there if you haven't already. If you're kind of like looking for, you know, if you're in the baseball doldrums because the season is ending, get on over there and check out his latest Battle Royale videos to see if he can go 12-0. He's got the best MLB The Show content around. And now that Fan Mail Friday is ending next week, I might join Mighty Goat on the MLB circuit there and try to make a video or two maybe once a week. Of course, won't be nearly as good as him. He's the master. But if you're ever planning on making MLB videos, watch his stuff. You can learn from the master. So thank you very much, Mighty Goat. All right, so this is mostly just, you kind of got a snapshot of what's in here. I'll go through and I'll try to pick out some of the cards that are salvageable. Of course, all the ones that top loaders are. And we've got a couple more. We've got 3 left, and then that'll be it for tonight. Just going through this fan mail. Mighty Goat. Yeah, man, I'm terrible at the game. Definitely not as good as you. I would consider myself more or less a novice. I played a little bit like when it first came out, but I haven't played in months. But yeah, Mighty Goat, check him out. See if he can go 12-0. Eventually, he's going to do it. And inside, well, not inside, our next 2 packages, these actually came back to us. Looks like maybe check out Anthony and George, your $4 ones that I sent out on September 27th came back to me. Insufficient address. So you might want to update your addresses on Patreon. And Anthony, yours came back because there's no such street. So check those out. And I missed a super chat. Sorry about that. Sometimes when you're looking down at cards and whatever, you can miss some stuff. It says 215. Good old beer and chips. Just got home from work. 215. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Make sure you check out 215. I hope that you don't have to work this weekend. And let's check out. This is our last one from Carson Kane. Carson C is our last one tonight. And then we will part ways until next Wednesday, it looks like. That's when we'll be back. And Ripping for Ripkin says, farewell, FMF. I can't wait to see what you and John come up with me to watch on Friday nights going forward. Thank you very much, Ripping for Ripkins. Make sure you check out Ripping for Ripkins' channel. I think he just hit over 100 in our last live stream. So help his channel grow and give him some support for sure. And inside here we have a note. It says, Mr. Jabs, thank you for inspiring people to love cards, baseball, and one another. Enjoy these cards, Carson and Austin. Captain K, Pete Incaviglia. And we have a signed Pete Incaviglia card there. Chris Bossio. We've got a 1974 rookie outfielders card, Reds card, Terry Poole, and Dale Berra rookie card. So that is it for Fan Mail Friday. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We will be live for the final Fan Mail Friday next Friday, last one. And we've been doing this series for about a year, and like I said, we'll be ending it just because we've been getting a lot of troll packages in the mail, death threats, people sending actual feces, glitter bombs, just all kinds of like stuff that I haven't opened on camera. Some because it, like I said before, usually comes from stuff without return addresses, and it kind of tips me off, and I open it ahead of time. But stuff like that. So also it'll force me to be a little more creative going forward. You know, think of different things that we can do here. Maybe expand the channel, and you know, different varied content might be a positive for the channel. But thank you so much, everyone that donated. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you again live on Wednesday night when we break Topps Gold Label. It's a really nice product. You might remember that from last year. There's one gold framed autographed card per box. So thanks again, everybody. I will see you later, and I hope you have a great weekend. Good night.